Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to race number 2 of the MFNPRA Call of Duty Custom Cars series. I'm your host, Seth Cole, and if you're noticing, we are not at Darlington, we're at Phoenix. However, based on what I've seen during the practice sessions here at Phoenix, we're in for a Darlington-type race, and I'll explain that as we go on during the course of this race, but nonetheless, we have 42 cars here to take to this racetrack. It's Robert Band on the pole alongside of Bob Fergus, Corey Williams and James McLeod. They'll be the row 2. Brian Fleener alongside Adam Chambers for row 3. Zach Carlson will line up alongside of Alex Band. That is row 4 and row 5. In 9th and 10th will be Ryan Kingsley and Tom Weekly. Let's get these cars rolling off as we will show you the starting lineup for today's race, and then I will explain to you why this racetrack, to me, is very much like Darlington Raceway. If you notice, the drivers who come in here 1 and 2 in the standings, Joseph Bryan and Sean Galligan, they're starting in the final row. So it'll be interesting to see if they'll be able to move their way up through the field and maintain their positions in the standings. Robert Band leading them into turn 1. They're going to get mighty feisty here off this turn. Fergus getting caught up there on the high side. Oh, and Fergus gets turned! Corey Williams has slammed the wall! Upside down on his side is the Bob Fergus machine, and the caution will wave. Oh my goodness! Chaos! Utter chaos! Carnage occurring here on the very first lap. It's Robert Band leading them down to the caution flag, but oh my goodness! Daniel Schwab has gotten a piece of it. Corey Williams, Bob Fergus, they've been involved. Oh, James McLeod has gotten a piece of it, as well as Jacob Bell. Nick Dillon's gotten some of it. Jacob Lawler. There's the 25 car. That's Chad Smith down there. Possible damage there to the Tim Fiegel machine. Jesse Kaplan's got damage as well. Christian James has got a little bit of contact there. Same with Jared Crocious. Oh my. Now look at this. Galligan and Bryant got by for 24th and 25th. Oh my goodness. Absolute carnage. There's some damage to John Dillon. Damage also to the car ahead of him, Charles Jackson. Or actually, no, that's Dougie Shears. There's another car coming down pit road. That's Tim Walsh. Walsh and Dillon heading down pit road. They've got damage to their race cars. Arnold Columbia's got a little bit of damage to his race car. There are a lot of cars here that got a piece of this. Let's watch the driver from Team MFNPRA, John Dillon. There he is. Looks like Dillon is retiring from the race. Tim Walsh is getting some repairs done to his race car. There's the 58 of Jared Crocious. He's on pit road. Oh, man, look at Chad Smith. Oh, my goodness. Heavy damage to that 25 Dodge. Chad Smith, one of two drivers for Craftsman Racing, caught up here in this wreck. A lot of drivers involved in this. Tim Walsh has just retired as well. Let's take a look and see why we're under the caution flag. Bob Fergus started on the outside of the front row. Let's see what happened. He got really, really loose coming off of this turn 1 here and into turn 2. So everybody's trying to line up underneath him. But the question is, where does the contact start? Does the 13 of Fleet... No. Oh, the 88 of Corey Williams just clipped the 07. Chambers ends up, I believe, turning the 7 up onto his side. He does indeed. Chambers got a little piece of that as well. And then up into the wall they go. Oh, my word. McLeod got some of that. Christian James gets turned. Look at the Corey Williams machine way up in the air there. Look at this carnage. Lawler, Dillon back there. And oh my goodness. There's Lawler sideways there. Pacioli somehow gets through all of this. There's Jacob Bell right there. I believe that's the Daniel Schwab machine. It is indeed. Tim Fiegel up here in the 7. Christian James there getting some of it. Oh, right there. You got Chad Smith, Jesse Kaplan, Andrew Gonzalez all getting together. And Jared Crocher's getting some damage from that as well. That's why we're under the caution flag. Why don't we go on board with the guy who comes in as the points leader, and that would be Joseph Bryant. On board with the Aquafina New York Mets Chevrolet. See how he gets through it along with Sean Galligan ahead of him. Oh, right there you can see Corey Williams getting airborne. Wow, that was mighty close. But great driving by both Sean Galligan and Joseph Bryant to get through that. So we'll get ready to go back under the green flag on lap 5. Actually make it 6 of 32. Cars out of the race. The result of this, John Dillon, Chad Smith, also both the 88 cars of Daniel Schwab and Corey Williams. Also Bob Fergus has retired from this race. It's Robert Bann who is the leader. Second is Brian Fleener. Zach Carlson's third. Ryan Kingsley fourth. And Pichu London in fifth. Green flag back out, and we're back underway here at Phoenix. Robert Bann getting away from Brian Fleener this time. Well, he was getting away from him. Now Fleener has closed it right back up. Ooh, Zach Carlson scraped the wall there off of that turn. Looks like he kept it straight, though, and now he's under fire from Ryan Kingsley for that third position. Robert Bann still out in front. Fleener trying to close in. Now, I mentioned, watch Ryan Kingsley right there. Well, nope, it's not going to happen. Now, I mentioned that this racetrack here at Phoenix is very much like Darlington due to the track conditions. You're going to see a lot of drivers get awfully loose off of the turn 4 area, and they're going to slap the wall, and that may help, that may play into who's going to win this race. Brian Fleener, he is all over the back bumper of Robert Bann there in that Microsoft Sony Dodge. The KFC Chevrolet trying to make his way to the inside, cannot do it. He gets into Robert Bann, nearly turns him, and Robert Bann somehow manages to save it. Here comes Fleener, right back on the attack again, though. Robert Bann, I'm sure, not appreciating that right there from Brian Fleener. But Bann still maintains his top position. Ryan Kingsley right back there in the third position. And all of a sudden up in the top 5, we got the 96 Pepsi Max Dodge of Clive Burr. He's currently running in the 4th position. Let's look back as Robert Bann still fends off Brian Fleener. Let's look back and see where our points leader Joseph Bryant is currently running. Well, nope, we're going to watch this battle for the lead. Brian Fleener's gotten to the inside, and this time he has cleanly made the pass. Ryan Kingsley will now take the 2nd position. Now as Fleener's got the lead, let's see where Bryant is running, our points leader. He's back. Oh, there's a caution! There's a big wreck! Oh, Bryant is involved! There's Galligan, Matthew Rodriguez, Jacob Bell, Jared Crocius, Ziggy Bain, Tim Froelich has gotten a piece of it. I saw Timmy Pacioli getting some of it. Charles Jackson is involved. Jacob Lawler is heavily damaged. Chambers, T.O. Bain, Pacioli, big wreck here on the backstretch, involving the 2 drivers who come in 1-2 in the standings, Joseph Bryant and Sean Galligan. My oh my, we're not even halfway, and already we've had 2 caution flags. Fleener is the leader over Ryan Kingsley. Third right now is Robert Bann, then it's Pichu London and Clive Burr. Let's see why we're under the caution flag. First car to get out of shape is the Schwab Racing entry of Matthew Rodriguez. Right here, Tom Weekly, and he make a little bit of contact. He comes down, and Paola Gonzalez comes up and gets into the Lowe's Impala of Matthew Rodriguez. Not certain what that whole problem there was, but Here's the problem here. Matthew Rodriguez tries to save it right there. Cannot save it. Oh, wow. He nearly kept that car off the wall. But there's T.O. Bain getting a piece of it. Sean Galligan into the back of Bain. Chambers into the back of Rodriguez. Oh, Galligan goes for a fly as he gets nailed by his MFNPRA teammate, Timmy Pacioli. Christian James looks like he's going to get... Oh, not quite get by. Jesse Kaplan gets by, though, but look at this. Everybody comes piling in now. Nick Dillon gets a piece of it. Pacioli got nailed by somebody back there. I think that was Lawler. Crocious gets a piece of it. Oh, Pacioli gets nailed again. That's by Jacob Bell. And you saw Joseph Bryant right there, our points leader, getting a piece of it. There's Tim Froelich also getting some of it as well. Man, oh man, oh man, a lot of top contenders in the standings getting caught up in this wreck. We'll have to see what the strategy is going to be for a lot of them, if they're going to be able to remain in the race or not. Well, we're definitely going to have points shake-up here, folks, because Joseph Bryant has retired. Our points leader, Sean Galligan, has not. He's still on the tail end of the lead lap. Here are the cars that are out as a result of this wreck. They include the 3 of Adam Chambers, the 80 of Joseph Bryant, Jacob Lawler, Jacob Bell, Timmy Pacioli, T.O. Bain. They all retire from the race. Here's the way they line up for the restart. Fleener out in front, Ryan Kingsley is second, Robert Bann third, Pichu London in fourth, and fifth is Clive Burr. Alex Bann is up to sixth, seventh is Jake Rogers, in eighth is Zach Carlson. Jeff Ehlers runs in ninth, and Paolo Gonzalez is 10th. Let's go further back. Jack Richards, Dougie Shears, Evan Smith, Wyatt Johnston, and Brad Anamia. That's the top 15. Then you got Ryan Acosta, Tim Fiegel, Jesse Kaplan, Andrew Gonzalez, and Christian James. That is your top 20. So Galligan, let's show you, he's right here on the tail end of the lead lap, right there in the 44. Comes in second in the standings. Can he pick up some spots here and maybe keep himself up in the points hunt and maybe take the points lead? I don't know. But Fleener now going to suddenly on this restart get a challenge down low from Ryan Kingsley, and even lower a challenge from Robert Bann. He turns Kingsley. Kingsley is around. Can Kingsley save it? Oh, save it, Kingsley. No, he can't. Oh, my word. A massive wreck back here. Jeff Ehlers is involved. Kingsley's involved. Jack Richards is involved. Wayne Jackson, Ryan Acosta, Tom Weekly. Just about everybody from that third position on back is involved. Oh, my word. Oh, Ziggy Bain nails the 0-2. There's Galligan going through all this. Oh, my goodness. There's Brad Anamia involved. Paolo Gonzalez, Ryan Kingsley, Dougie Shears, they're all coming down pit road. Heavy damage to a lot of them. Tim Walsh is back on pit road. Ziggy Bain's got damage. Damage to Pichu London. Oh my goodness gracious. I cannot believe what I just saw. That time, I believe it was Robert Bann who did the turning of Ryan Kingsley. And I think I saw Zach Carlson hit the wall there on the backstretch as well. We're under caution once again. Let's see why. Well, watch Ryan Kingsley. He's thinking about the lead here. Goes underneath Brian Fleener by just about a groove. Robert Bann, on the other hand, he's thinking about the lead as well. So he comes a groove lower, and I think Bann gets... Well, he enters the turn, exits the turn a little too hard there. And just turns the Ryan Kingsley machine. Pichu London right there got shoved up into the wall by Clive Burr. He comes down and gets, I believe that was Jacob Bell in the 7. Nope, it was Jeff Ehlers. He got Zach Carlson gets a piece there, though, as well. Dougie Shears up in the wall. Look at the 53 of Jeff Ehlers right there. Jack Richards, Paolo Gonzalez get a piece of it. Andrew Gonzalez right into Paolo Gonzalez. Right there you got the 0-2 of Evan Smith. Dougie Shears trying to make his way through this. And here comes some more cars in here. Ryan Acosta, Tom Weekly, Charles Jackson down there. My goodness. Massive, massive wreck. There's Ryan Acosta. Tom Weekly. A little possible damage there to the Wyatt Johnston machine. And look at the rear end of that, number 27 of Charles Jackson. So once again, we have a huge wreck here. This is the third big wreck we've had on the backstretch. Let's go back to the green flag. Well, we're getting ready to go back under green. You say Paolo Gonzalez. There she is a lap down, but cars that have retired as a result of this wreck include the 32 car of Froelich. That's Tim Froelich. Also, the 25 of Jack Richards, the 00 of Ryan Kingsley. Dougie Shears has also retired from this race, along with Evan Smith, Jeff Ehlers has retired as well, and also Christian Janes is out of this race. Brad Anamia has also retired from the event, and also the car of Tim Walsh has retired from this race as well. It's Fleener, Jake Rogers, then Robert Band, Clive Burr, Alex Band. Those are the cars that are in the top 5 right now. Green flag is out. Paola Gonzalez trying to get a good restart there, but everybody's got to bypass her on the high side as she runs one lap down. Fleener getting out in front, and they're pretty wadded up back here. They're 4 wide off this turn. Oh my goodness. Alex Band going to make a move there. My goodness, look at Alex Band coming up to the front here. Out of nowhere. Right underneath his older brother, Robert, and he's going to go to, that would be, I believe, the 3rd position. Nope, it would be 2nd. Jake Rogers lined up down there as well. Also Clive Burr down there. And Alex Band's going to take over the 2nd position from older brother Robert. Jake Rogers now going to battle it out there for that 3rd position. Clive Burr suddenly getting into the mix here as well. Boy, right there, I thought Robert Band, apparently right now these guys are doing okay getting off that turn. Maybe the track conditions are a little different from yesterday, but I saw guys slapping that wall off turn 4 right and left, and it's not happening here today. But Brian Fleener, man, he's just waving bye-bye to the rest of the field. He's got about 8 car lengths over the Alex Band machine, and we've got a little over 10 laps to go. Well, Joseph Bryan, our points leader coming into this race, if you're just joining us, was caught up in a huge wreck. He has retired from this event. Sean Galligan, who came in 2nd, though, is still on the racetrack. He's running in 21st all by himself, but still, he is running on the racetrack, which is really the key matter in this whole thing. Brian Fleener, though, his lead starting to dwindle just a little bit. He's got now 5 car lengths in tow over Alex Band. Band is starting to close in the gap on the KFC Monster Energy Impala, Brian Fleener. Brian Fleener out of Monster Racing, Monster Motorsports, teammate to Tim Fiegel, who I believe is still running in this race. Robert Band, a member of Band Racing, so it's Monster Motorsports and Band Racing. Boy, look at Alex Band. Man, he's got a rocket here today as he just drove it right there into turn 3, and now off turn 4, he's only a car length away from Brian Fleener. He is right on the back bumper. Alex Band trying to look for the lead here off of turn 2. Can he do so? He is there. He is to the inside, but he's going to slide back in line here into turn 3 and wait for another opportunity. Band still on that inside line. He's going to try and make a move here. He turns Fleener just a little bit. Almost the exact same kind of thing that Brian Fleener did to his older brother, Robert Band. You got to wonder if there's a little bit of revenge there. A little bit of payback, courtesy of younger brother in defense of older brother, Robert Band, as he now slides by Fleener and takes the top spot. Another driver trying to close in on this battle right there. Jake Rogers in the 9. His teammate Brad Anamia of Rogers Anamia Motorsports taken out in the last wreck, and right now, or actually I don't think Anamia is out. He may be. But nonetheless, Jake Rogers trying to close in here. Why don't we quickly go through the field as these laps are closing down very quickly. Alex Band is leading. Brian Fleener there in 2nd. 3rd is Jake Rogers. 4th, Robert Band. And Clive Burr there in 5th. Zach Carlson still 6th. 7th is Andrew Gonzalez. Wyatt Johnston runs in 8th. 9th is James McLeod. And in 10th is Ryan Acosta. Tim Fiegel runs 11th. 12th is Arnold Columbia. 13th is Jesse Kaplan. 14th is Matthew Rodriguez. And Nick Dillon runs in 15th. 16th is Ziggy Baines. 17th is Charles Zach Jackson. Jared Crocious 18th, Tom Weekly 19th, Pichu London in 20th, 21st, or actually one lap down in 22nd is Paola Gonzalez, and 21st is Sean Galligan. Well, Alex Band now has been able to complete Phase 2. Phase 1 was bypass Brian Fleener. Phase 2 was drive away from him. He has now opened up about 3 car lengths on the Brian Fleener machine, and there are 5 laps to go. Could Alex Band hold on and pick up the win? Is the caution waving? No, no caution. I thought I saw the yellow lights on. Well, here we go. Fleener all over the back bumper of Alex Band once again. He closed that gap up mighty quickly. Jake Rogers still way back there trying to close in on this, but has not yet been able to. Fleener now trying to get a run to the inside. Can he make the move on the Alex Band machine with about 4 laps to go? He's on the inside line. He's got the momentum going into turn 3. It looks like he may be able to get it to stick. And Alex Band, just like that, goes from first to second. And, nope, he's got to battle back on the high side here. At the stripe, who's going to lead this lap? It's going to be Alex Band by just a splitter. Jake Rogers now, this allows him to close in and make this possibly a 3-man fight for the lead. Alex Band still strong off that high side turn as he's going to continue to battle with Brian Fleener, but now, heading into turn 3, he will have to give way, it looks like. Jake Rogers, though, that Dollar General Dodge, starting to close back in once again. A lot of these drivers are going to be hard to recognize next race because when we head to our next race at Las Vegas, a lot of them will be running their alternate paint schemes. So that'll be very interesting to see what they will look like. Jake Rogers has closed in now, making it a 3-man fight for the win. 2 laps to go. Alex Band trying to battle back to the inside line. Cannot do it this time. We're going to have about 1.5 laps remaining. When they come this time, it'll be the white flag. Fleener, Band, then a battle between Robert Band and Jake Rogers for third. Here they come. White flag in the air for Brian Fleener, but Alex Band is right there. White flag in the air. It's these two. Brian Fleener, Alex Band. Alex Band trying to get to the inside. He tries to put a bumper to the inside, and he gets into Brian Fleener. Fleener somehow saves it, though, and Alex Band's going to try and charge back to the inside. It's still Fleener. Band is there. He takes his time, gets to the inside line. It's going to be a battle to the stripe. Band down low. Fleener up high. Who'll get it off this turn? Fleener gets it on the high side as Alex Band got loose off of turn 4, and it's Brian Fleener going to victory lane here today. They were just closing in on the slower car of Sean Galligan, but that's not going to play into the fact that Brian Fleener wins the race. The Band brothers finish in 2nd and 3rd, Alex in 2nd, Robert in 3rd, Jake Rogers will get 4th, and Clive Burr, good run for the 96, he'll finish off the day in 5th. Let's take a look at the finishing order. Brian Fleener wins the 2 bands there in 2nd and 3rd. Jake Rogers 4th, Clive Burr 5th. Zach Carlson will come away with 6th. Ryan Acosta 7th, Wyatt Johnston in 8th, Andrew Gonzalez 9th, and Arnold Columbia in 10th. James McLeod 11th, Jesse Kaplan 12th, Tom Fiegel in 13th, Matthew Rodriguez 14th, and Ziggy Bain 15th, Nick Dillon in 16th, 17th, Charles Jackson, Jared Crocious 18th, Peter London 19th, and 20th, Tom Weekly. Sean Galligan continues to run on the racetrack, but he finishes in 21st, about 30 seconds behind the leaders, almost close to being lap. Paola Gonzalez does finish a lap down in 22nd. The rest of these cars finished out of the race. Tim Froelich, Jack Richards, Ryan Kingsley, Dougie Shears, Evan Smith, Jeff Ehlers, also Christian James, Timmy Walsh, Brad Anamia, Adam Chambers, Joseph Bryan, our points leader coming into this race, Jacob Lawler, Jacob Bell, Timmy Pacioli, T.O. Bain, John Dillon, Chad Smith, Dougie Shears, Corey Williams, and Bob Fergus. So the driver for Monster Motorsports, Brian Fleener, goes to victory lane here today. Hope you'll tune in next time when these cars will head over to Las Vegas for race number 3 of the MFNPRA Call of Duty Custom Car Series. Now the big question, who's going to be our points leader leaving here today? I have no idea, but we'll find out at the end of this video. So without further ado, I will bid you goodbye and hope to see you soon at Las Vegas.